Hey guys and girls, my name's Dan, welcome back to the Forge. In this episode of Trust Me, I'm a Blacksmith. Let's make some things with horsey heads on the end. I'm completely aware that these are both bottle openers. I'm not making a bottle opener in this video, these just so happen to have bottle openers on them. I made one of these the other day. Someone said, oh, I'm going to a craft fair, Dan, can I take some of your stuff? I was like, I haven't got anything, I'll knock some stuff up. I thought, what can I make? I'll make one of these ponies. So I knocked one of these up and it's gone already. So I made a couple more, and also like 2 bottle openers I made to go. They already gone, and I've got to make another one as well. Basically, they look really nice. They're really simple to make, like seriously simple to make. And with a bit of practice, you can knock them out pretty quickly. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a shoehorn and also a little hook to hang the shoehorn on. So there'll be two horse heads, and a hook on one of them, and then the actual scoopy thing to do it, to take the shoe off. That makes so much sense. I'm going to get on with the rest of the video. I'll see you in a minute. Okay, so we've got our bar here. This is just some mild steel. It's inch by 5/16 or 25mm by 8mm. And now I've marked this up. This is 100mm to here, or 4 inches, and then from here to here is 5 inches, or 130mm, and then 130mm to here. Now it's not quite right. That's not quite exactly right, but it's good enough. The proportions are about the same. And then I've gone 50mm from here, so that's 2 inches, and just put the centre dot mark either side. This is going to be our hook, and this is going to be our shoehorn. And I'm just going to go over the tools that we're going to need now. All the tools except from one, which I don't think we're going to use, but we might need it. There are videos on how to make all the tools. So you're going to need the little chisel that we made in the skeleton bottle opener video, and the little centre punch. I've just noticed that the end's got a little bit of crook on there, but it is what it is. It'll do the job. You're also going to need to get yourself a centre punch for marking out. You're going to need to get yourself a rounding hammer or some sort of large ball-shaped object, or a fuller of some description. It's probably best with a rounding hammer, but this is going to be how we're going to pull the cheeks out on the horses' heads. And some drawing out that we've got to do. You're going to need to get yourself a slitting punch of some description, and then you're also going to need to get yourself a bolster plate and some punches for drifting holes. It's pretty much everything. There is also a ball end tool that I've been using, this one here, but I don't have a video on me making this, and also I don't think I'm going to need this. But if you want to make the bottle opener variant of this, they're basically the same, except from instead of just punching a hole to hang it up, you're going to punch the hole to make a bottle opener. Pretty easy, pretty standard. Right, let's get on. This video is off to a great start. I've already told you guys a lie. You are going to try and need to get yourself a set of fullers of some description. I've got some fullering dies here in my blacksmith helper that I made. I probably should do a bit more of an in-depth video on making these, because I've got drawings of it somewhere. So basically I'm just going to fuller in down to the thickness of the material. So I'm going to put this down to about 6mm. I think this is set up for 6mm. It is set up. 6mm? 8mm. And I've got a little bit of a video where I use this a little bit like a hydraulic press, or perhaps like a power hammer. Cheap alternative, well, not in the States at least anyway. But you can do a little bit of forging. This old girl, if you set her up right. Okay, right. I'm not going to go into massive amounts of drawing out detail in this video. If you're desperate to know about drawing out, I have videos that you can go and check out on that. That's full of detail, and they give you lots of different alternatives and comparisons. Yeah, basically all I've done is I've taken this down to thickness and width, so it should be somewhere around 8mm square, or I think it was like 4/16 or 5/16, I can't remember. Yeah, and I just want that to be just nice square shape with the corners taken off to start with. So all I've done is I've just taken the corners off of this so that it becomes octagonal. And I'm making sure every side is exactly the same. From top to bottom, I want this to be as equal as possible, as an equal octagon as possible. Taking my time with this. Get this bit right, it goes right up from one end all the way down to the other. And as I start losing the temperature, lightening off those blows, and instead of forging, I'm planishing basically. Out of the way. Okay, so I've got an octagon like that now. Right, next job is to make this round, and I'm also going to put a taper on the end. You might work a bit of a brush here. I'm not interested in a real long taper. I want this end bit to come down to a taper, so I'm going to take it square over the bit here. Just going to encourage that to come out to a point. Like so, onto the anvil. Square taper. Take the corners off. Now they want to be like triangles now, so that they're all the same at the start of the round stock, and then as you go down to the very point, they get really small. And again, each side wants to be the same. This is a bit cold. All I'm doing is I'm just planishing up, taking off all the corners of the eight-sided shape, giving me a rounded shape. Just where the transition is, I'm just going to work round. And blend that in, just like that. And lastly, all I'm going to do is I'm going to just flatten this all down the whole way along the length, even up the taper, and this will match the handle then once it's finished. Right, that's going to be the hook basically. I'm not going to bend the hook up just yet because I need to do the horse's head, and we need to put some screw holes in and stuff. But that's basically how we're going to do the hook. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw out the section in between where the spade's going to go for the shoehorn and where the horse's head's going to go. I'm going to draw this out. Yeah, I'm going to use a power hammer. Like I said, there are videos on drawing out if you want them. It's pretty easy to do, and you can get a nice finish without the power hammer, looking real tidy. It just takes a bit longer. To be honest with you, I'd have probably done that under the power hammer if I wasn't trying to do a demo at the same time. So I've just drawn this out. I like this little shoulder. Now what I'm going to do, not forge it right in, but I'm just going to hold it on the anvil a little bit and pull these cheeks in ever so slightly, just a touch. And then I'm just going to change to the flatter side of my hammer. Just like so. Take that down the sides. Okay, so the crossbow of mine is currently out of service. All I'm doing here, using the round side of the hammer, and I'm just trying to thicken up or increase the width and keep the looking sort of a similar shape. Doesn't matter if it gets a bit out, but I'm just turning the hammer over slightly so it's slight angle, a bit more like a fuller. And do the same on this side. It's a bit cold back in the fire. Get you nice and close there. Also, what I'm trying to do, two things, trying to widen it left to right, but I'm also trying to create a ridge in the centre. Just going to give me a bit more strength. Now, if you want to make the poker that you saw earlier on in the video, you just do this the opposite way round. Have the taper this end and make it fatter back here. Just aiming for the high spots here. Okay, if I'm shouting, it's because I'm right on this tinny part of the anvil over here. Sorry, I've got ear defenders on. So basically, just flattening that side off. I'm going to come over here by my hardy hole. I'm just letting that hammer drop off inside the hardy hole. That way it's not making contact with the anvil. Just going to take my round side. Just concentrate on making that all look dapper. And now I'm just going to come over here and just think about making that look all the same. Straightening this up like this at this temperature is fine. It'll just bend if you don't do it. If you do it any hotter, which is a little bit of a pain in the bum. Straighten her out. I'll bounce it right off the anvil there, Dan. Okay. I'm just going to nip over to the grinder and just tidy this up. It's a bit lopsided. See, we're going over a bit now. That's basically your shoehorn. This video is going real good. I've told you another lie. You will need a some sort of roundish object just to create your upturn for your shoehorn. I've just used the round side of my hammer and just bopped him in there a little bit. He seems a little bit up in the air, but lovely. I'm happy with that. So I'm going to heat that up and give that a good brushing, and then we can start working on the horse heads. Okay, this is really, really simple. I'm going to take somewhere in the region of, I don't know, 3/4 inch, 20mm, and put a set down. Wheels. Try and get a nice sharp set down. Come down about halfway the material. Bring that material back down to the size of the starting stock. Step one. Okay, so we just put our first set down in. We're going to come to this side of the anvil. We're going to hold, I don't know, about 5-6 mil off the edge there. I'm going to drop it down so this back of the set down touches, and then a nice good hard set down just here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it 45, and I'm just going to roll that over like so. Just like that. Right, that's what we've got so far. I'm just going to take another bite at about the same degrees. Now as I'm hitting here, and then I'm just bringing the material back just slightly, and I'm going to again work across like so. Should end up with something that looks a bit like that. You don't want this too thick. Okay, like that is what you should have. Okay, so I'm going to come over the other side of the anvil just to do this. I'm going to take the round face of the hammer, and like we did when we drew out the horn, I'm just going to put it down into that set down that we've isolated off, just there, and a little bit up here as well. Like so. So I've just drawn out this piece here and a little piece here, and now because I've done that, I'm just going to go back over to this corner, just gently. I'm just going to round those corners back up a little bit, and I'm going to come over to this end, round everything up just a little bit, and I'm just going to go bang, just give that a little tap down, one more, just so. So next job is I'm going to get this area here hot. I'm not going to get it all hot. I'm going to quench that end off. I'm going to chuck it in the leg vise, and I'm going to bend it round. So, like I said, I'm just going to grab that piece in the vise there. Sorry, I've just hit the camera. Grab this in the vise. Grab my hammer. And I'm looking to get okay, that needs flattening off. So you're basically there. Okay, so I just got that hot again. Put in between my legs, or her. Depends on the way you feel about horses. And I'm just going to pop a bit at the top here, and this is going to come off the big ear. And I'm just going to face it down a bit and just push the ear out ever so slightly. And just along the back here, just going to put a couple of bops. I know it's not, doesn't look like real hair, but we're giving the suggestion of a mane, and that's all that we're trying to do here, just give a little bit of a suggestion of a mane. Now, like I said before in the beginning of the video, if you're interested in a chisel like this, go and check out the video I made on the skeleton bottle opener, and you could almost definitely put a skeleton on the top here if you really wanted to. Okay, so that's what we've got so far. I'm just going to grab the centre punch. Where have you gone? There's a centre punch thing I made, and I'm going to get that hot again. So you don't really need to be at a fire welding temperature for this bit, but a little bit of heat's good. The cooler temperature allows you to lay stuff out a bit nicer. Just pop an eye in there. I'm going to come down here just on the snout. I'm going to put a punch in there, and then all I'm going to do is just turn it back a little bit. It's just going to push that nose out just a touch. Just grab the chisel. Final detail, I'm just going to grab the chisel, pop him in the mouth there. I hope you can see this. Just pop his little mouth in. And go one more, like so. And the nose is flicked up a little bit, so just get a little bonk down. That's our horse's head. Cool. Right, I'm just going to punch a hole here, and this is what we're going to use it to hang it up on our hook. Okay, kids, another apology. I know some of you haven't seen me punch a hole, but there are lots of videos of me punching holes, so if you want to see one, check out another video. Mark that out in the middle there. Okay, not as much detail this time, but I'm just going to do it all in one go. Take about 1/4 of an inch, 20 mil, 25 mil, maybe an inch. That's how long you want the horse's head. Take that down to about halfway. Down, get that nice and flat, and then a bit more. Come over here, I'm going to take about 1/4 of an inch, 6 mil. I'm going to roll it, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, just like that, and then I'm going to come back here. Get it hot again. Okay, watch this, you don't want to get this too hot, but I'm just going to draw out the neck. And again, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3. Oh, that's hot. Okay, and I'm going to use the round side of my hammer, pull out these cheeks. And this one. And I'm just going to come over here again. 1, 2, 3. And again. Grab all of that up. Straighten it back up a bit. Okay, back in the fire she goes. Sorry about my armpit. Okay, I've just cut the head off, clapped it just into where the transition for the neck starts, just where the snout of the horse's head is. Drive that round. Whoop. Cool. Get that hot again. Well, that was a bit of fun now, wasn't it? So I drilled a couple of holes in the hook part of this, and you can see it holds it quite nicely, and yeah, it looks pretty good. I'm quite happy with the overall finish, and the two horses themselves always look quite smart. They're really fun to make. Really enjoyed it. Sorry about the banging. There's a unit across the farm and they're moving some stuff around and making a bit of banging, so we're going to have to put up with that, unfortunately. But yeah, overall, loads and loads of fun. I hope you enjoyed this video. I really hope you enjoyed learning how to make these components. I think these would make great Christmas gifts. We've got lots of, there's going to be a few videos coming up in the not too distant future of me making this sort of stuff. And if you want me to make one of these items, we've got a little poker there. This is complete and utter Brian Brazeal rip-off, this one here. If I didn't already say that, this isn't my idea, this is a Brian Brazeal thing. I've got the little bottle opener. I've changed it up a little bit. I don't think my horses look the same, quite the same as him. I've got this little bottle opener here as well. If you want to get your hands on these items, I'm quite happy to make them. But like I said in the previous video at the very end, I don't know how many of you watched it, coming the end of October, all of the orders that are currently in will be out, and also all of if you want to order anything, you won't be able to for a while. Tools and hammers and stuff, they're just taking over. It's taking forever, well, it's just taking forever to get stuff out basically, and I want the quality to be good, so therefore I'm just going to make stuff, stick it up on an Etsy, and if it's there you can have it, and if it's not there, unfortunately you won't be able to get your hands on it. And it's going to be like that for a little while until either I can stop working part-time, more work comes in blacksmithing wise, or the YouTube channel grows quite significantly, and you know, it's just, that's how it is, unfortunately, that's life. Sorry about that, but yes, if you want anything, hammers, tongs, punches, and you're worried that you're not going to see it ever again, give us a shout and I can get in touch with you. Send me an email, the link to my website's in the description below. There's a contact box, fill that contact box out and it'll send me an email. That's everything. I think that's everything. So hopefully you enjoyed this. I've really enjoyed making it. Oh yes, just one last thing before we go on. Something like this item here, I've made in the last week. I think I made about 4 or 5 of these, and I've sold all of them, except from this one, which I'm keeping. And I've been selling them for about £60 each. So £60 is about, not quite $100, about $90, something like that. And these bottle openers here, they go for £15, again, which is like $20, something like that. And then I would say this hook is probably in the region of £20, and then so the combination of this, which is probably about as much work as one of those, so you're talking 60 plus 20, so probably about 80 quid for the pair. So $110, $120, something like that. So yeah, they're quite lucrative, they're very easy to make, they're very simple, they're very fun. For me, making something like this poker took me about an hour and a half. Getting 60 quid for that is pretty good going. This little fire poker, if you don't include the messing around and the finishing, like messing around with the video stuff, you come in somewhere at the region of 2 hours, so 80 quid, works out about £40 an hour, something like that. So I'm really pleased with the outcomes and the finishes and stuff. It's a nice little set that I've got growing there. I think in the future I might work on a few other projects that have these on, but I'm going to leave them alone for a little bit now. I'm getting a bit sick of horses' heads. But if anyone wants one, I'm more than happy to make them some bits and bobs. So I think that's everything, so thank you for joining me. If you enjoyed this video, remember to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and if you are a subscriber, remember click that bell for notifications. It'll tell you every time I make a video. This video should be up on Tuesday. I will be doing a live on this Sunday. Sorry, it'll be up on Thursday, I hope, fingers crossed. Sometimes on Thursday it'll come up. I will be doing live on Sunday from home, not from the workshop, just a little bit of a chat and catch up. I've got some potentially exciting news. Drop your comments down below, let me know what you thought of this video, let me know what you thought of these as gift ideas, so on and so forth. Go check out the Instagram, go check out my channel, my website. There's stuff on there if you're interested in seeing more of my work. And that's everything. So I will leave a link up here to a video where I started making a wine caddy. I will leave a link down here to another video where I made something else. This is my Patreon, and this is the subscribe button. Thanks for joining us, guys. Bye bye.